I was hoping at this time, I was really looking forward to the IPL. I know for a fact that you would have been looking forward to it for two reasons. One is there's a T20 World Cup. You want to show that you can still be a finisher. Also to show that KKR can be a contender for the IPL. And all of a sudden, no, how have you taken it?
It's been a hard one to swallow, honestly. I can say it because I had a few important things lined up for the IPL coming up, in the sense that we didn't have the best of years last time. So I wanted to show myself that we were better than that. I was high on the agenda. That was probably the number one, because I felt we were a very good team and we didn't play up to our potential. And a couple of the changes that we have made back end and with the players, I thought has definitely bolstered us as a team. And I was looking forward to getting on the field with this team. And just the fact that it didn't happen made me a little sad. But then, when you look at perspective, you tend to realize it's a very small part of what the world requires right now. So we just accept it for what it is and move on, I guess.
I'll tell you what I was excited about looking forward to with KKR. I know there's Sunil Narine, there's Pat Cummins, but 4, 5, 6, Morgan, Karthik, Russell. And I was waiting to see how that goes about, and to see as a captain to have two strong personalities around you. There's McCullum, there's Morgan. These are strong personalities. And you as captain, I was interested in seeing how that would play out and how 4, 5, 6 would become the most awesome finishing team.
I think the word strong sounds a little bit like stubborn to me. But I must say that they're strong in what they believe, their ethics, their belief systems, but they're very fluid in the way they work. Just the times that I've spent with them, you got a feeling that they weren't vying for my place. I don't think Morgan was trying to become the next captain of KKR. He was trying to be the player who could help KKR win a title. And I think that is a very important attribute that people tend to forget in great people. I think it is understanding what the context of the situation and the role that you can play. And from the couple of conversations that I had, even though a World Cup winning captain like Morgan was high on our agenda to be picked in the auction, not one day did McCullum feel that he was going to be, at the helm and me behind him. Never. It was always a conversation where he said that he is going to help you become a better captain. He's going to help us, take the title with you as the captain. These were the kind of conversations not that he required to do that for me. He's, even though I know him, I've played with him, the way last year panned out, especially with things being said in the media, it was very easy to come with a sort of prefixed ideas as to how the situation went about. But just the way, because he was a commentator, I think he had a kind of hands-on approach to what he was seeing, what KKR was all about. He had a pretty good idea as to how things were happening there, at least the way we were playing. Though he wouldn't have known what happened back then. Though when he came on board, the first thing, that he kept saying was, you're the captain, you're going to lead the team, and we are all going to follow you. And that instilled a lot of confidence in me. And then I met Morgan after a few days after the auction, when he was, picked for our team. And, just the conversations we had, you could just see he's a natural leader. And a leader is one who understands situation and who understands context very, very well. And I thought, he was spot on with whatever he read regarding KKR.
How do you look at life in the game from here? Because that was such a big stage. Do you still see big stages coming? Do you still say, right, IPL and KKR is my focus? Do you say, no, T20 World Cup is my focus. There's 2 more coming this way. How do you look at it as this journey unfolds from this young man to now someone who's not so young?
I think it's a bit on the, for me, it's a bit reversed. I think, when I was 18, 22, 19 to 22, I think I was really hard on myself, as I said, about the journey. I was really wanting to, be there in the Indian team, do everything that I can to be the best in the world, and all of that, trying to get selected, trying to do well, trying to score runs every time I got it. And then now I've kind of taken a back seat. I know what is ahead of me. I know it's very simple for me. I have an IPL, I do well in that, and I have a great chance to get into the T20 World Cup team if I do something special in IPL. I need to either go on to win the tournament or do something really special for KKR. Those are the two things, and I'm very clear about it. So I'll try and achieve that. That's what I'm working for. And, because domestic seasons have become a little bit redundant for me, because no matter what I do, it's always seen like, whenever TK goes well and so well. So it's fine. So even though there is a lot of fun attached to it personally for me, as I have said, because playing for Tamil Nadu gives me a lot of satisfaction and helping them win tremendous amount of satisfaction. And I led them to do well in both the white ball tournaments after a few years. That is, I haven't played in the last couple of years, but last year when I came, I think we've done well in both. And that gives me a lot of satisfaction, as I said, a lot of joy. And to be fair, I've done exceedingly well for them even in both the tournaments. But when it comes to a player like me, on the other side of 30, and they're looking and they're like, they just take for granted. They are a DK. You always do well in the West. So for me, the big ticket is the IPL. So I was really looking forward to it. And whenever I get the opportunity, I will try and do as well as I can. But as much as I want to do well for myself, I think the bigger picture is trying to do well for KKR. Because here I am. Because for me, I'd rather have a Shubman Gill and a Nitish Rana do well and go on to play for their country and play for like 10 years, a Prasidh Krishna, a Sandeep Warrior. These kind of people do well, go on to play for the country and do really well. Because I think they have a long career, at least a lot of these boys have tremendous skill and I want them to do well. And somewhere the selfish motive is for me to say, I remember playing under Dinesh, he was really good. He allowed me to completely express myself during the time I started. And I just want that. I don't want them to say it out loud, but I just want to feel it and say, the time that he was there as a captain.
It's interesting you say that. It's interesting you say that because you told me last year, at various times last year, you said not only these guys are not just talented, they are good boys. I think you talked about Nagarkoti. You didn't see too much of him. You talked about Mabu. You talked about these boys. And it struck me that you didn't talk to me as much about their on-field performance. You said these are good boys.
Definitely. And, a lot of these boys, like take a Kamlesh Nagarkoti, he hasn't played cricket for 2 years, but the fire in his belly, every time I see him just wanting to do well, just doing those hard yards day in and day out, rehab can be a very annoying thing when you get injured. It's only when you get injured. I don't think normal people have gone through it. So only when you get injured, doing things that silly things like lifting a 1 kilo weight. You wouldn't think twice to do it, but when you're injured, to do that becomes a task because you need to cross that task to go on to the next one, to do it 20 times, and do it for 5 days continuously. These kind of things can be annoying. But for that boy to not give up and keep fighting is phenomenal. And this special kid, special talent that Kamlesh Nagarkoti is. He could give most of the all-rounders a proper run for their money. I mean, he bowls 140 clicks. He's the best fielder in India right now, along with Ravindra Jadeja, without a doubt.
That good? That's a big thing to say.
Oh, I have no doubt. If you put both of them together, he'll give Jadeja a run for his money. He's about as good as you've ever seen. I mean, he's special. You talk to the likes of Rahul Dravid and Paras Mhambrey, and then you'll realize that this is a special case. I mean, they have the amount of work they put in behind the scenes is beautiful. Shubman Gill, his attitude towards the game is just phenomenal. Every day he's at the gym, he's working hard. All he wants to do is play for the country and do well for the country. And I genuinely wish he's enjoying the process of wanting to do that and not get caught up in the politics of trying to be part of the team and all the things that happen in trying to do that. I genuinely want him to enjoy the process of trying to be the best player that he can be to achieve special things rather than get caught up in all the other things, the frivolous things that, keep coming along with you as well.
Is he a special player, Shubman Gill?
I think far too many people have said it and I'm just going to second that, but I think he is somebody who has a lot of runs in him in international cricket, especially in the white ball format. I have no doubt that he will do special things. Most importantly, he has a great head. I mean, these kids, I think every generation says that. I've said, when as they grow, the young kids who are coming in, they're phenomenal. What we used to do at our age, they are far better than us. And I'm going to repeat something like that, but they genuinely are and I think that's the beauty of Indian cricket and that's the beauty of IPL, because it's taken Indian cricket to a stage where India could probably have India and India A both playing international cricket and both the teams will do exceedingly well. We have about 30 players who are ready to play international cricket. When 20 years down the line, you had to search for players, to go and play abroad. Right now, you have 30 players who are ready to play international cricket. And then you have an anomaly like in India versus New Zealand Test tour, which is fine. And before it used to be okay to lose to New Zealand like that. You're going to New Zealand. I mean, come on. Now it's like, what the hell? What are you doing? that's where Indian cricket is gone, and that's where you need to look at it.
KKR is such a passionate, it's such a passionate franchise. The people around in Kolkata, all year round. So I was quite excited about it. Maybe it'll still happen. I mean, you never say never. You never know how things pan out. So
yeah, I mean, obviously you keep hearing things that they're trying to find another window, and you're hoping for it to happen. I think the purest form of entertainment, when in these days when I sit down and think, everything else is either pre-recorded. You see a movie, or you see something on TV, or even a concert even a concert if you go to. These are things that people have done and they're executing it. Whereas the purest form of entertainment is sport, live sport. You never know what's going to happen next, and I think that'll always hold good value. And it always brings a smile to people's faces when they see entertaining things happening in sport. And I think that's one of the main reasons I feel that post-isolation, sport will be a very important factor to bring people together.
I just got two things before we finish. I've taken more of your time than I promised, so I'm sorry about that. 7 IPL teams so far. Now, if you had to make an 11, best 11 that you have played with, that really would be the history of the IPL, wouldn't it? Now, you've got to put yourself in it and find 10 others, 6 Indians and 4 overseas players. Do you want to have a go at it?
Yeah, so am I picking the best IPL team or the best IPL players that I've played with?
Best IPL team comprising players you have played with.
Okay. So,
6 Indian players apart from you. You can bat wherever you want to. That's the joy of picking your own team.
Virender Sehwag at the start.
Yeah. I can help you around. You've played with Sehwag, Gambhir, AB, McGrath, Raina, Jadeja, Kohli. You've played with everybody.
Yeah. I mean, the only person I can't put in this team is Dhoni, but I haven't played with him, so it is okay. So, I have played with Raina. So, see, I mean, there are 2 ways to look at this team. The team that should actually be there because of their credentials and their scores, or the team that I genuinely like. So, I don't know which one you want, so you tell me.
Put the head aside and pick with your heart.
So let's pick with my heart. So then it would be like, say, Virender Sehwag, and let's go with Gautam Gambhir, because I've been a massive fan of this. Virat Kohli at 3, Rohit Sharma at 4, Dinesh Karthik at 5, Andre Russell at 6, Sunil Narine at 7, Glenn McGrath at 8.
You got 3 overseas done already.
Jasprit Bumrah at 9, Mitchell Starc at 10. At 11.
So you have no room for Malinga. Where did you play with Starc? RCB.
RCB.
Yeah,
he was the best bowler that year by far. I am going to miss a few people.
Yeah, that's natural.
There is no doubt about it.
Who knows holding a gun to your head and saying Dinesh Karthik stand in a
so,
corner because you didn't pick somebody. You can pick one more Indian.
I want to pick one more Indian. I picked Jasprit Bumrah. I'm just trying to think who's the best spinner I've played with, because I think that's what is missing right now.
It's interesting. The one player you didn't play with, I'm going through that list, is actually Ravichandran Ashwin.
Ravichandran Ashwin and MS Dhoni.
So you've got Harbhajan.
I don't want to say a story on it, but
in
2008 I was in Australia and the auction was happening, and the lead up to that, Dinesh Karthik, the person was convinced the best player from Tamil Nadu, the biggest name from Tamil Nadu playing for the country. I mean, DNCR, what are they going to do? For sure, they're going to pick me. The question is whether they're going to make me the captain or not. What was going on in my head. And the first name I saw picked MS Dhoni for 1.5 million, who's sitting right around the corner with me. He didn't even tell me a word that he was going to be picked for CSK. I guess he didn't know, but it was like the biggest dagger to my heart. I was like, oh my God. Then I realized that, they'll pick me later. MS Dhoni will play, I'm there. Indian team, both of us play together, so I'm going to be there. So be it. Till it's been 13 years, I'm waiting for that elusive call from CSK. But look, everywhere I go, initially people didn't know because they haven't seen me speaking Tamil so much. So a lot of people thought I was from Delhi because I played for Delhi. I used to land in Chennai airport. They used to speak Hindi to me. I used to be like, dude, I'm Tamil, this guy can speak Tamil beyond. So that's how bad it used to be. But now over a period of time, they realized that I'm a Tamilian, and then the question always becomes that FSL CSK Academy, FSL CSK Academy. So yeah, I mean, the two players I haven't played with is these two guys.
Harbhajan, Amit Mishra, Harbhajan Singh, Amit Mishra.
Chahal.
Chahal? Okay.